Hi again, YouTubers. So it is that time for me to sit down and do a favorites video. I feel like last month I didn't really do a favorites video simply because they were all the same favorites as the month before, which really doesn't happen that often. However, this month I have some old favorites that have been brought back, some new favorites, so a little bit of everything. So I'm going to jump right into it. The first thing is the newest favorite, and I actually used this in my Get Ready With Me last month, and it is the YSL All Hours Foundation, up to 24-hour wear, flawless matte, full coverage, oil-free. This is what it looks like. This is what I do have on right now. It is in the color BR40, which is a slight bit too light for me, but I did honestly, because I love this so much, order this in a darker color for summertime. That being said, my favorite warm weather summertime foundation that I always go back to, it is the perfect match for me when I am in the summertime and I have some color and self-tanner and all those things, and it is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk, and it is in the color 5.5. And the main reason I love, it's a beautiful foundation, keep in mind, but the main reason why I love this is the color match for me is perfect for my skin tone when I have sunless tanner or when I have just from being outside some color to me. And I actually surprisingly love this foundation in the summertime or just when it's warm. You hear Luminous Silk and you think, oh boy, it's just gonna look like a dewy mess. I mean, I'm oily combination skin tone. Typically I go for a foundation like this that is a matte style one. But this actually stays on me beautifully. It gives me a nice dewy summertime look, you know, or that just, you know, that flushed look, like you've been out in the, you know, sun a little bit without looking like an oil slick, which trust me, we all know can happen. I just go back to this every single year. This one is almost out, but I do have another one down there. For some reason, I had two open at the same time, but I absolutely love this foundation. Another oldie but goodie that I brought back and started using again is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Foundation. The color that matches me the best right now is 2C3 in Fresco. But as I get a little bit more color to me, 3N1 and Ivory Beige is the color that works best for me. Right now, I'm a little bit in between, so I actually mixed these the other day, which is interesting because one is a cool undertone and one is a neutral, but they mix beautifully. And actually the day I wore them on Instagram and Instagram stories, everybody was asking me what I had on. So it's kind of funny how that works out. But I love this foundation. And the key with this one, I find, is applying it with a damp beauty blender. That makes all the difference in the world. And I use those Beauty Junkie sponges, which are an amazing set of, like, I think there's like 4 or 5 sponges in it for like 12 bucks. I'll put the link for that below too. But I love these foundations with a beauty sponge, I guess I should say. I'm just so used to saying beauty blender. The next thing is an oldie but goodie that I am bringing back is the LANCOME. It is the long-lasting under eye concealer. It's actually a waterproof version. And you know what's funny is I actually do not use this under my eyes anymore. I have it in the color beige, 260 it looks like, neutral, beige neutral. I actually, if you can see, you can definitely see one right there and one a little bit up here. I've actually been doing a treatment on these 2 sunspots I have, or hyperpigmentation, and they're very red and very irritated, and I've been finding that this works great for that. I should try using it under the eyes again. I haven't used it in a long while under there. Maybe this month in my Get Ready With Me, I'll use it under my eyes as well as on those 2 spots, and we'll see how that goes. I just found that a lot of concealers that I was using, like I was trying Tarte Shape Tape, I tried it by Pores. They actually kind of, because the skin in these 2 spots is a little bit dry and patchy, it actually adhered to the dry area and not to the newer skin around it, and it just looked a mess. So I picked that one up randomly, used it, and it has worked out. I mean, it doesn't look flawless, but like you can still see the spots slightly, especially that one right there, but it's covering it better than the other ones have. Next thing, I have been obsessed with this, and this came in a PR package last month. It is the Pixi by Petra Eye Bright Liner. And this is what it looks like, and it's a neutral colored eyeliner, and I actually have it on my bottom waterline right now. And it just brightens your eyes up. I've tried a ton of liners like this. There was one back in the day that was by Stila that I liked, and I didn't continually go, ooh, I need to own that or have that or use that. And I find the key and the reason for that is finding one that works with your skin tone, your skin coloring, your eye coloring, and all of those either were too white or too bright or too orangey, peachy, anything. This one just works beautifully under my eyes, and it really, I feel like, just brightens up and really lightens up your eyes, especially in the summertime, you know, when we're outside and we're squinting a lot. It just, I'm telling you, I'm obsessed with this thing. All right, another old one that I brought back out that I have not used in a long while, but it is just a favorite of mine right now, is the MAC Mineralize Skinfinish in Dark Deep. This is actually made to be a setting powder for someone with darker skin tone, but it actually works amazingly as a bronzer on my skin tone when I have self-tanner on, like right now. This is what I have on today. I don't have any contour, anything like that. I just use this bronzer with a big fluffy Tom Ford brush all over, and I forget how much I love it. It just blends into your skin so nicely, more so than a bronzer actually. I just really like it. The next thing I've been loving with this, if you remember, I love that Laura Mercier contour palette set. I absolutely love that. And I loved the bronzers and all of that in there, the contour colors, but I really loved the bronzy kind of colored highlight. It was a beautiful combination between a highlight and a blush, and I didn't feel like I needed blush. So with that, I kind of, when I went back to powders or started playing with my powders again, I picked this up, and I'm loving this as like a blush highlighter combo, and it is by the company, by Terry, and it is the Compact Expert Dual Powder in Amber Lights. I always want to say April Lights, I don't know why. And this is what it looks like, and it is gorgeous. So it has almost a highlighter color in the center, and then around the edges is almost a bronzy kind of blush color. I just swirl these together and put them on my on the apples of my cheeks up through where I put blush, and it works as both a highlighter and a blush. It just is such a pretty color, and it works so well at this time of year as a pretty blush bronzer combination, because you don't want to look like you've got blush on the apples of your cheeks or things like that. You just want to look flushed and kind of bronze, and that just is gorgeous. Why don't I go to this? The brush I have been using to put that by Terry on. I have always used the angled IT Cosmetics by Ulta brush, and I've really always liked it. But this one I got this month, and it blows it out of the water. It is the Heavenly Luxe French Boutique Blush number 4. It is the same type of brush. It is angled. It has this pretty little glass area here. But this one is so much softer. I can't even explain it. So literally all I do is I start on the apples of my cheeks like this, and then I go up in through here. Same thing on the other side. I just have leftover product on it. But it's so soft, so pretty, and just gives you such an amazing diffused look. I'm obsessed with this brush. Now, another brush that I got this month and I use to set, and this is 2 products I'm going to talk about. The first one is the brush, and it is the Heavenly Luxe Wand Ball Powder Brush number 8. Now, it's funny because I've heard about this forever, and I was always like, oh, it's so similar to so many other brushes I have. It's not. It is so, so, so heavenly and luxe. Soft and just so nice, and it just, I can't even explain it. It is just amazing. If you were like, that looks like other brushes I have, I'm telling you guys, it's not. And what I love this with, and what I set with all the time, and especially in the summer, this is so nice because it isn't a heavy powder, it is translucent, and it gives you such a beautiful, flawless finish. And it is the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Airbrush Silk Pressed Finishing Powder. Now, this one is at the end of its life, and I do have another one, but I already purchased another one when Ulta had them on sale. But I just roll this in there, and then I just set everything with it. Oh, guys, it makes it so pretty and so nice. There's hardly anything left in here. I don't know why I keep touching that down. It just gives you a beautiful airbrush finish without having to put a lot of effort into it. It keeps you set and your makeup staying on all day long. It is just gorgeous, and it doesn't look heavy and cakey. The last thing I'm going to talk about is also by IT. Well, I've got a lot of stuff by IT. Actually, just the things right here are by IT, pretty much the last couple. And it is the IT Tightline. It is called the Block Primer, Eyeliner, and Mascara 3-in-1. And this is what it looks like. They do have a waterproof version if you want it for the summer. So when you pull this apart, typically you would think the shorter end is usually the mascara wand. This is the opposite. But look how tiny this wand is. It is so, so, so tiny and so precise. And it really just gets down to your lashes and it separates everything out without looking like you have a ton of mascara on. If you've been watching me in my Instagram stories and when I don't have lashes on, this is the mascara I use. It just helps to make your eyes look, my lashes are growing back in from all the lash extensions. And I feel like this, because it also kind of tight lines up on the upper rim of your eye, it gives you more definition at the base of your lashes and then it separates them out beautifully. Now, I actually also use this, like today when I do have a set of lashes on, I put the lashes on and then I go through with this and just kind of do the same thing. And it really kind of just blends them in together without looking like you're wearing a heavy mascara, which I love. I might buy the waterproof version for this summer. I've been considering that, but I'm not sure yet. Has anyone tried the waterproof version? I'd like to know. So that is everything. Those are my 10 favorites that I decided to do for this month. I'm gonna try and stick to 10 of them because I found that as I went through, I can get a little bit out of hand on things I'm loving. So I just wanted to pick 10 items and kind of go that way. I used to do my 5 favorites and 1 regret, and I would pull them out of items I purchased that month. But I feel like that way you're not always seeing like some items that are old favorites that are coming back and I'm loving them again. This is actually something that I owned years ago, loved it, and repurchased it when my lashes started growing back in from the eyelash extensions. And I love it again. So I feel like this is a good way to tell you guys about items that are new to me, such as these brushes, and items that are coming back and being loved again, like the MAC Mineralize Skin Finish. It's a great way just to show you guys. So I will use all of these items in my next Get Ready With Me this month in June. I'd like to know, would you guys like to see the YSL foundation again, maybe if I have it in the darker color, the Giorgio Armani or the Estee Lauder, because that is really the only thing that I kind of change up a lot right now is my foundation. So I'd love to hear what you think about that. Let's talk about what else I'm wearing. I told you about the foundation. Under my eyes is MAC Prep and Prime Radiant Rose. I have on the Clé de Peau concealer under my eyes set with Laura Mercier Translucent. On my eyelids is Laura Mercier Eye Basics in Buff with Bobbi Brown Longwear Cream Shadow Stick and a little bit of the Urban Decay Petite Heat palette. My brows is Maybelline Brow Define and Fill Duo in Auburn. Lashes are the Kiss Ritzy number 11 lashes that I always love. On my lips is MAC Velvet Teddy with the Estee Lauder Pure Gloss Envy in Reckless Bloom number 420. I'm obsessed with this. This has not even been in a haul video yet. These earrings are Stella and Dot. I will link them below. They are my favorite this summer, or this spring and summer so far. They are so crazy lightweight. This top was from Rent the Runway, if you haven't checked out my video about that, or my clothing haul recently where I show this video. This top, it's so stinking cute. I'm obsessed with these here. I actually found it online in black, so I will link that below. But I love this top for summer. It's just so cute. And I think that is everything. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have any questions whatsoever, guys, please let me know. And as always, guys, thanks so much for watching and have a great day.